Welcome to Bite at a Time Books Behind the Story, where we answer the questions you have about your favorite classic authors. What inspired your favorite author to write their novels? What was going on in the world at the time? Follow along with us as we tell you what was happening in the world while your favorite authors wrote your favorite classics. My name is Bree Carlile, and I love to read, and wanted to share my passion with listeners like you. If you want to know what's coming next and vote on upcoming books, sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. Be sure to follow my show on your favorite podcast platform so you get all the new episodes. You can find most of our links in the show notes, but also our website biteatatimebooks.com includes all of the links for our show, including to our Patreon to support the show and YouTube where we have special behind the narration of the episodes. We're part of the Bite at a Time Books Productions Network. If you'd also like to hear a book by the author, check out the Bite at a Time Books podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Today we'll be talking about Victor Hugo's relationship with music. Although Hugo's many talents did not include exceptional musical ability, he nevertheless had a great impact on the music world through the inspiration that his works provided for composers of the 19th and 20th centuries. Hugo himself particularly enjoyed the music of Gluck, Mozart, Weber, and Meyerbeer. In Les Miserables, he calls the Huntsman's Chorus in Weber's Euryanthe perhaps the most beautiful piece of music ever composed. He also greatly admired Beethoven, and rather unusually for his time, appreciated works by composers from earlier centuries, such as Palestrina and Monteverdi. Two famous musicians of the 19th century were friends of Hugo, Hector Berlioz and Franz Liszt. The latter played Beethoven in Hugo's home, and Hugo joked in a letter to a friend that thanks to Liszt's piano lessons, he learned how to play a favorite song on the piano, with only one finger. Hugo also worked with composer Louis Bertin, writing the libretto for her 1836 opera Les Esmeralda, which was based on the character in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Although for various reasons the opera closed soon after its fifth performance, and is little known today, it has enjoyed a modern revival, both in a piano/song concert version by Liszt at the Festival International Victor Hugo et Agathe 2007, and in a full orchestral version presented in July 2008 at Les Festivals de Radio France at Montpellier, Languedoc-Roussillon. He was also on friendly terms with Frédéric Chopin. He introduced him to George Sand, who would be his lover for years. In 1849, Hugo attended Chopin's funeral. On the other hand, he had low esteem for Richard Wagner, whom he described as a man of talent coupled with imbecility. Well over 1,000 musical compositions have been inspired by Hugo's works from the 19th century until the present day. In particular, Hugo's plays, in which he rejected the rules of classical theater in favor of romantic drama, attracted the interest of many composers who adapted them into operas. More than 100 operas are based on Hugo's works, and among them are Donizetti's Lucrezia Borgia, 1833, Verdi's Rigoletto, 1851, and Ernani, 1844, and Ponchielli's La Giuncata, 1876. Hugo's novels, as well as his plays, have been a great source of inspiration for musicians, stirring them to create not only opera and ballet, but musical theater such as Notre Dame de Paris and the ever-popular Les Miserables, London West End's longest-running musical. Additionally, Hugo's poems have attracted an exceptional amount of interest from musicians, and numerous melodies have been based on his poetry by composers such as Berlioz, Bizet, Fiore, Franck, Lelot, Liszt, Massenet, Saint-Saëns, Rachmaninoff, and Wagner. Today, Hugo's work continues to stimulate musicians to create new compositions. For example, Hugo's novel Against Capital Punishment, The Last Day of a Condemned Man, was adapted into an opera by David Allegna, with a libretto by Federico Allegna, and premiered by their brother, tenor Roberto Allegna, in 2007. In Guernsey, every 2 years, the Victor Hugo International Musical Festival attracts a wide range of musicians, and the premiere of songs specially commissioned from such composers as Guillerme Connaisson, Richard Dubignon, Olivier Caspar, and Thierry Escage, and based on Hugo's poetry. Remarkably, not only has Hugo's literary production been the source of inspiration for musical works, but also his political writings have received attention from musicians and have been adapted to music. For instance, in 2009, Italian composer Matteo Sommacal was commissioned by festival Bagliori di Autor and wrote a piece for speaker and chamber ensemble entitled Actis et Petroles, with a text elaborated by Chiara Piola Caselli after Victor Hugo's last political speech addressed to the Assemblée Législative, Sur la Révision de la Constitution, 18 July 1851, and premiered in Rome on 19 November 2009, in the auditorium of the Institut Français Centre St. Louis, French Embassy to the Holy See, by Piccola Accademia degli Specchi, featuring the composer Matthias Kadar. Thank you for joining Bite at a Time Books Behind the Story today. Again, my name is Bree Carlile, and I hope you come back next time when we answer more questions about one of your favorite classic authors. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. Check out the show notes or our website biteatatimebooks.com for the links for our show.